Okay, for this example, you can find it on page 262, example 6. Solve the system of two equations. Alright, this time you have decimal coefficients and decimal constant. Not only that, you also have fraction in the second equation. So what do? We need to clear any decimals, right? That's number 2. If you read the elimination method, step by step, it will say clear any decimals or fractions. So we need to clear all the denominators here for the fraction, and we need to clear out all the decimal places for the first equation. Now, for the first equation, you can clear out the decimal by multiply by 10 to some power. Okay. That power depended on the number of the decimal places. For this case, only 1, right? 1 decimal place, 1 decimal place, 1 decimal place. And with the multiply 10, okay? Wait, the first you want, because 1 decimal place, keep it 10, multiply by 0.2x plus 0.3y, 10 times 1.7. This is equation 1. Right, this is equation 1. Distribute the 10 here to each term. 10 times 0.2x is 2x plus 10 times 0.3 3y. 10 times 1.7 is 17. Okay? Do you see that we just convert this equation to this equation? So it's no longer decimal. So this is equation 1. Now let's start with equation 2. 17x plus 1 over 5y equal to 29 over 35. We need to eliminate or clear out the fractions. We have 1 over 7x plus 1 over 5y equal 29 divided by 35. How do we eliminate denominator? 7 denominator, 5 denominator, 35 denominator. That means you can multiply both sides by 35. It will clear out this fraction because 35 is a multiple of 75. So let's multiply 35 both sides. Now, after you multiply, 35 times 7 is 5, right? Sorry, 35 times 1 over 7 is 5x. 35 times 1 over 5y is 7. And 35 times 29 divided by 35. 35, this 35 cancel out. So 1 times 29. Alright, simplify further. We get 29, 5x plus 7y. Okay. Now, equation 1, decimal, right? We clear out, and this is what we got. And for second equation, okay, this is second equations. We just eliminate all the denominators, and this is what we got. Okay, so this is equation 2. Now, let's rewriting equation 1 and 2. The equation 1 without decimal is 2x plus 3y equal to 17. For equation 2 without denominator is 5x plus 7y equal to 29. Okay? Now, we need to select one variable to eliminate because we're using the elimination methods. So which one? I will stick with x. Look like 2 right here. If you multiply 5 for 2, you get 10. You multiply 2 for 5 right here, you get 10. So same coefficients. So I'm going to multiply by 5 to the first equation. And don't forget, when you multiply by both sides. You multiply to both sides. For the second equation, I'm going to multiply by -2 by x plus 7y. Don't forget to multiply both sides by the same number. So 5 times 2x plus 3y equal 5 times 17. -2 times 5x plus 7y equal -2 times 29. Alright, let's simplify. 5 times 2 is 10x. 5 times 3 is 15y. Okay. 5 times 2x is 10x. 5 times 3y is 15y. 15 times 17 times 5. 5 times 7 is 35. Carry 3. 5 times 1, 5. 85. So 85. For the first equation. For the second equation, we do the same thing. We distribute. -10x. -2 times 5 is -10. -2 times 7 is -14y. -229. 2 times 9 is 18. 2 times 2 is 4, 58. Okay, so don't forget the sign, because the negative right here, so -58. Okay, we're almost there. Now, we can eliminate the x now because it has the same coefficient with opposite side. So adding this, we get 0. Adding this, we get y. Adding it, we get 85 subtract 58. So 15 subtract by 8 is 7. 7 carry 1 here, we get 6. 8 subtract 6, 2. 27. Positive because the bigger number is positive. So y is equal to 27. Alright. Now we need to find x. How do you find x? Remember, when you get one variable, you substitute this to the original equations. Now, to me, since the original equation involved decimal fractions, I may not use it because look at this. After you simplify the equation 1, this is what you get without decimal. And look at this. After you simplify the second equation, okay, first equation here, after you simplify the second equation, this is what you got. It's way cleaner and simpler than the original. So I'm going to use either this or this. I'm going to do this one because it has smaller coefficient and constant. So for this, we have 2x plus 3y equal to 17. Okay, this is equation 1. I'm plugging y27 to equation 1. Simplify. So 2x plus 3y equals 17. 2x plus 3 times y, 27. 2x 27 times 3 is what? 3 times 7 is 1, 2. 3 times 2 is 6, 81. Okay, 81. So this 81 equals 17. To solve for x, subtract 81 on both sides. 2x plus 0 equal to 81 subtract 17. 11 subtract by 7 is 4. Carry 1 here, 64. Now, because the size of the bigger number is 81, so let's keep the side 64. simplify 2x equal to negative 64. Divide both sides by 2. X equal to 62 divided by 2 is 32. But don't forget the negative. Okay, so now we know x, we know y. We can say, thus, the solution is the ordered pair. What is x? First coordinate, which is negative 32. What is y? Which is second coordinate. Okay, so this is how we saw a system of two equations using the elimination methods. The last ones I have here are the applications, and I'm going to have you read it, understand it, work on it. Okay. And up to now I'm done with presenting the section 3.1, solving by elimination, and here's the homework. It's homework. List. This for section 3.3. You're going to have 1, 9, 15, 23, 25, 31, 33. 1, 9, 15, 23, 25, 31, 33. Alright? So, now, by the time I finish this, is cover lesson number 2, which is everything we will cover for the second week, okay? It's going to be section 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 3.1, 3.2, 3.3. So make sure this second week, make sure you cover everything up to section 3.3. Alright? Thank you, and I'll see you next time.